As the new season begins here in Japan, we are still playing in last season's Champions League. It can get a little bit confusing here at Hiroshima, but the transfer window has opened and we have done a little bit of business. Not too much, but we have brought in a few new arrivals. Let's go and kick some balls. Hello and welcome back to Rocking All Over the Globe, Part 24, Season 4, in Club 2 here at Hiroshima in Japan. And after last season's very successful season, although we did only win 2 trophies, we won the title and we won the Super Cup, but we did not win any of the cup competitions. I know the players are desperate to win a cup competition because every time I renew a contract, that's what they want as part of the deal. They want to win a cup competition in Japan. We're going to give it our best shot this season, and we're also required to win the league again. And that's a tall order, given that Yokohama are a very, very good team. And we will do well again to actually keep them off the top. The good news is that we won the league by 12 points last season. It was a big gap and it was thoroughly deserved, and we only lost 1 game throughout the season. And I do believe that we have strengthened a little bit already this season. And today we will be playing 2 games. We will be playing our opening game in the J1 League. We will be playing against Kanazawa away. They are a team that we should be beating, and hopefully that is exactly what will happen on day 1 of this competition. Then we will be playing in the second leg of the Champions League. We are playing currently in last season's Champions League because it will carry on between seasons, and the knockout round is going to be during the new season. It's all very confusing. I'm just about getting to grips with it. And we do have to play against C Osaka in the second leg of the round of 16. And winning this today will actually mean we get to the quarterfinals. This is the round that I wanted to get to for my first season. We'll have achieved that if we beat Osaka today, or even if we draw, or even if we lose 1-0, we'll still get there. But it will be a great achievement in our first attempt at the Champions League. And there have been 2 games played already this season. We beat Yokohama in the Super Cup by 3-2, another trophy, bringing our trophy tally in Asia to 7 trophies so far. And then we played the first leg of the Champions League round of 16, and we went away to Osaka and we beat them by 3-1. Fairly comfortable in the end. It's not going to be easy. It's not going to be a stroll in the park against them today, but I've got to make us favourites, and I would like to have a very good start against Kanazawa in our first game in the league. We have done a little bit of business in the transfer window. Not a great deal, but a little bit. And there have been a number of players who've gone out. Koizuma finally left the club, went to Urawa for 275k. Ezequiel, he went out on a free. Shame, really, he was playing quite well at the end of last season, and I was a bit reluctant to see him go. But we'd already agreed to let him go, and he went out to Brasilia on a free transfer. And then Shichi, he went out to Kashima for 750,000. He kind of lost his ability. He wasn't a regular starter. And then several of our youngsters have gone out on loan. Hozoya, a midfielder, he went out. He was surplus to requirements. He went out for 47k to Sagamihara. And then the big sale of the winter was Riko Matsuda, our right back. He went out to Kanazawa, who we will play today, for 5.5 million, rising to 6 million. That was a lot of money for a fullback, and hopefully we have spent most of it wisely. There's another couple of young players who went out on loans, but nobody major added to the ones we've already talked about. And in terms of players who have come in, we brought in Jose Cordoba from Levski for £2.6 million. He is a centro defender. We know about him. He was already planned to come here long before the window opened. I think he's a very good defender. He started well, scored on his debut in the Super Cup, and so he's got off to a really good start. Form is great with him, and hopefully he will continue to show good form as we go into this season. And then we brought in a couple of other players. We've brought in Chu Young-wook. He's come in from Seoul for 750,000, rising to 900,000. He is a utility player, basically, but he's a very good utility player, can play everywhere I need him to play. It would have been great if he could play centre mid as well, but he plays exactly where I need cover. And although he's not brilliant in any one position, and there's faults with him wherever he plays, I think he is a very good player. He is 27 years old now. He's not going to improve, but I'm just hoping for a few years he can do a very good job as a utility player for us and cover where it's needed. He's come in as a regular starter, and so he will want to be playing a lot of football, and I'm pretty sure, given the injuries that happen in this game, he will be playing a lot of football. I think he's a very good signing. And then Ibrahima Cisse, he came in from Schalke 04 for £300,000. He is a central defender, and he has got some improvement that he can do. He's 25 years old now, but I see him as a covering central defender. I only had Ito, and I didn't want Ito coming out of defensive midfield. So I brought in this boy Cisse to be our third centre-back. Our fourth is an 18-year-old who isn't quite ready yet for first-team football. But I think he'll do a very good job as a covering centre-back. He's got amazing jumping reach and heading ability. He's very strong, decent mentals and physicals. Technicals aren't brilliant, but I think he'll do a good job as a deputy as and when required. And it will mean that I can use Ito at the base of midfield rather than having him at central defender if we get an injury. And so that's it in terms of the transfer window. But there are a couple of positions that I would like to think about getting players for. I'm still not happy I have enough cover on the wings, and I would definitely like to bring in a left back. But I'm not desperate. We're not going to rush into buying players. We'll wait to see what comes up. And if we see something that fits the squad perfectly, then we'll go into the market to buy it. We do have money that is available to spend. We have still 3.5 million left to spend, and we have 9,000 wage budget, so we have plenty of money with which we can strengthen the squad. We have two big games coming up. We'd like to have a good start to the J1 League again this season. We'd like a win under our belt straight away. And then we have the game in the Champions League. It's all about the Champions League for a while, and the game against Osaka will decide whether we reach the quarterfinals, and that will be very interesting. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the team for today in this opening game of the 2026 season here at Hiroshima is Nagoshi in goal with Abdulhamed, Fuji, Cordoba and Muali at the back. Notsuda, Toshima and Kaneko in midfield. Mitsuta, Lee Dongwon and Takada will play up front. I have chosen to play Takada up front as opposed to Suzuki because Takada has good off-the-ball movement, and this team that we are up against today do not have the greatest off-the-ball movement, do not have the greatest defensive positioning and marking, so I've decided to play players who have got extremely good off the ball today, and Mitsuta, Lee Dongwon and Takada are the best off the ball players that we have, and so hopefully they have also good finishing, and that will mean that we will get some goals today, and that's what I'm hoping. Get some goals, we'll win the game. If we don't, we might not win the game, but let's hope that things go our way in the opening game of the season. And we do have the first highlight. Notsuda finds Kaneko, he finds Saud all the way back to Notsuda. Notsuda has the ball taken off him. And we are pressing them today because also we feel that we do need to put them under pressure, and they're not very good defensively, and so we do feel that we need to, their composure's not great, and anticipation and their decision making, so we do need to put them under pressure. We do have the ball, and it is Fuji looking for Cordoba. He is a very good player, cost us 2.6 mil. He's made a very good start to this season, and there's a lovely ball to Takada, showing his off the ball there, and he does have 16 finishing, the young lad, but perhaps his composure let him down. But that's the off the ball that I was looking for, and a brilliant run into space, but we did not take our chance. And we do have a free kick, and it is going to be Muali looks for Kaneko going round the side into Lee Dongwon. Lee Dongwon's off the ball didn't let him down. It is 1-0 to Hiroshima. That is exactly what we were looking for from this team at the beginning. And we have got off to a very good start. And nice to see us on the scoreboard so quickly. And again, it's that off the ball. Although they are quite good at marking, but they do not position themselves very well. So I just decided, let's press them and let's go for a team that has good off-the-ball movement, and then we can exploit their weaknesses at the back, and we have done so far. And here's Mitsuda again. Mitsuda with the ball to Lee Dong-guang. A beautiful pass out left. Can we get it into the box? Lee Dong-guang is there. He has a chance. He's into the box, and Mitsuda has made it 2-0. Brilliant play by Lee Dong-guang. But Mitsuda's pass to him initially, and then he continued his run into the box as Lee Dong-guang, I thought he was going to shoot for a minute, found the pass, and Mitsuda put it away. It's now 2-0, and we are romping away with this. We are much the better team here. And as you can see, we're forcing them back. We have the match momentum. We have the possession and we have the XG. We've had pretty much all the chances in the game as Muali has a free kick. And Muali will look to get it over the top of the wall. Can we make it 3-0 from here? I don't know who's in front of him, but he really is getting in the way a little bit. As Muali looks to take this free kick one day. And we are certainly wasting some time here. Muali strikes it and scores. And it's now 3-0. And boy, did he take his time there. He was lucky not to get a yellow card. But once he stepped up, boy, did he strike that well. And he put it into the top corner. The goalkeeper never moved. And it is now 3-0 to Hiroshima. And this is as good a start as we could have hoped for. We did sell Matsuda for $5.5 million to this club, and he's not having the greatest of games at the moment. He's on a 6.5, bless him, but we have shown them the way. We've taken them apart, and he must be thinking, I wish I hadn't left Hiroshima now. And I'm going to tell them I'm pleased with the number of shots, and we just need to continue doing what we're doing. The game looks pretty safe now, and although they have come back into the game a little bit, I'm not feeling, even if they get one back, I'm not feeling like this is a game that we could be anywhere near losing. And everybody is playing well. I could do with Takada getting on the score sheet, and then hopefully that would do his confidence coming into this season the world of good. He's still only 18. He's a reserve striker. As I said, he did get the nod today from Suzuki, and that will happen from time to time. We do need to play him. We do have plans for him in a couple of years to be the number one. And I think he will become a very good number one. And that's a lovely pass. But Lee Dong-guang could not put it away. It goes out for a corner. That was a brilliant pass from Takada. We were just praising him when he did that. And it is going to be Saud with the corner. Fired into the near post. It's Cordoba picking up the loose ball. Comes out to Saud. Saud, will he take a shot? No, he's looking outside for Fuji on the wing. Fuji gets to the box, tries an effort from a narrow angle, but it won't go in for him. What is Fuji doing there? And that's a lovely cross to the far post. It's gone out. It's going to be another corner. We are piling the pressure on them. And even everybody now across the board, apart from Tashima, has a green label, has an average rating over 7. We are putting them away. There's Cordoba looking to flight a ball into the back of the net, but that doesn't go anywhere. And it remains 3-0. And I think possibly now we should be thinking about resting some of these boys and making some changes. I will go and do that now. And so we have made our changes, and hopefully we'll just see the game out now. We have been much the better team. We've created a lot of opportunities. We have a 50% completion shots on target ratio, 60% possession, and 92% pass completion. We've had a perfect day here. Another goal will make it even more perfect as Endo picks up the loose ball. Endo looking for Cordoba. Cordoba was making a very, very good start to his Hiroshima career. Again, Cordoba on a 7.2, keeping up his average rating of way above 7. And Fuji on the ball, who's we know is a very, very good player, one of my original signings. Tono, who's just come on. Nice to see him getting a game here. And here is Hara, who's come on at fullback. Looking inside, finds Fuji. Fuji finds Ito, who's replaced Notsuda at the DLP, and here is Hara. It was a slightly rotated team. The team may look different for the cup match, the Champions League cup match coming up next. And here is Ito, who will play in that game. Ito finds Tono. Tono to Endo. Endo's in, puts it past the post. That was a surefire chance, and he should have put that away. And at the moment, it's going to be still 3-0 to Hiroshima. And I think it's probably game over. They do have a free kick here, which is obviously dangerous. They could make it 3-1, but we'll take 3-1 even. And that's curled and hit the crossbar and gone out for a goal kick. 3-0, a clean sheet. That will be pretty decent. And the referee's whistle has gone. And we have won our opening game of the season by 3-0. An excellent performance away from home. Nice work, everyone. That was very, very good. Yokohama going to be top for now, but we are in second place after one game has been played. And there's nothing in it. Yokohama also won by 3-0. So it's been a very, very good start, and we have to go and play Osaka now in the Champions League, second leg of the round of 16. We have to win this. I need to get to the quarterfinals, and then maybe we can even get to the semi-finals. Who knows what could happen in this Champions League competition. I'll go and get the team ready now for the game against Osaka. We'll be right back before kickoff. Let's go and kick some balls. And so the second leg of the round of 16 in the Asian Champions League against Osaka. And it's a game we should win. We are 3-1 up. Nothing, though, is written in stone. And I have rotated the team quite a lot. It's a very, very strange-looking team. And Gi Sung-young plays in goal with Abdulhamid, Hara, Ito and Kolka at the back. Hayashi, Toshima and Cho Young-wook will play in midfield with Tono, Lee Dong-gwon and Suzuki playing up front. It's a very rotated team. It wouldn't surprise me to lose this game, but as long as we come out of it on aggregate at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter. The whole point of this is to reach the quarterfinals, and forget about the first leg, boys. Go out there and just focus on this, winning this match, and you'll be fine. And that's what we need to tell them. Can we win it with this rotated team? It's a very strange looking back four. We have Hara and Ito at the back. And I put Hara in there because of his pace. And that will hopefully help us, where they do have a couple of fast forwards. So I put Hara in there. He's not great in the air, but he has pace at the back. And that was the underlying reason for putting Hara in. The rest are just rotations. Decided to play Dai Hayashi. He's just 17 years old, getting experience in the Champions League. This is really good for him. Ito comes back into the team. He's a very, very good player. And Tono, who I have just upset, he plays, he makes a start. And I was going to offer him a contract, but unfortunately, he wanted to be an important player, and Tono fires it wide there. An indication that he is upset. He wanted to be an important player, and he wanted to play as a striker, and I wasn't prepared to make those promises to him. And in the end, I upset him, and now I think he wants to leave. We're not going to be doing anything. He won't renegotiate. It's clear he's not going to do that. And we're not going to do anything now unless a team comes in. If a team comes in for him, I think we're going to be forced to sell him. And Osaka do have a chance, and it's pushed round the post. And it's still 0-0. 28 minutes are gone, still 0-0. Osaka are looking like the more threatening of the two teams. But a 1-0 defeat won't be so bad. We need to defend well. We need to pick one of our goals, one of our chances off and put it in the back of the net. But at the moment, it's a stalemate. And we are the home team and should be winning this one comfortably. We're not at the moment, and it's gone past the post. Somehow we've managed to defend that corner. And it's still 0-0. It's still 3-1 on aggregate. And Tono's on a 6.4. I think there have been a number of offers for him around about the 1.2 million mark. I think I'm going to have to sell him. If we get another offer in, I'll just click sell. And I'm sure that with the money that we have already and that the money we have in the bank, I'll need to find someone again who can play as a winger, who can play as a forward and an attacking mid. I want to find another player who can do that. And so that's going to be what I'm going to need to look out for. Here comes Shea Young-wook. He's making his debut today as Lee Dong-gwon. He finds Toshima. Toshima finds Suzuki. Suzuki, Tono. Tono is having a poor game. He's having quite a wretched game, in fact. As Hayashi looks for Kolka. Kolka to Tono. Tono finds Kolka. Kolka, this is good football. It's patient football. I want to play patient football today. Hayashi finds Lee Dong-gwon. We've got numbers over on the right. Here's Saud, and Saud fires it over the crossbar. And that was very, very greedy. He had 3 in the middle to aim at. He took the shot on from an impossible angle. And that is the problem. We are not getting our shots on target. Suzuki has taken a knock. And things are not looking good at the moment. And I'm going to say it's not good enough. And Suzuki is not very happy. But he's going to be coming off because he has taken a knock. And I think we're going to have to bring on Takada, who is his replacement. Of course, his reserve Tono will need to replace him as a forward. So we're going to need to look for a forward, someone who can play as a forward if this is a serious injury. And looking for other players not playing very well. Of course, Tono is going to come off. We replace him with Endo. And he's not playing very well. His mind is not on the game. And we're going to go into the second half and try and win this game. We have not done well possession-wise. We have not kept the ball. We've not created very good chances. We have not got a shot on target. It's not been a very good performance as Lee Dong-gwon picks it up in midfield. He looks for Toshima. Toshima to Endo. Come on, Endo. Do something special. Tries to get to the byline. Can't. Turns and looks inside. He does find players inside. He finds Toshima, who finds Dai Hayashi. Hayashi to the edge of the box with a shot, and Hayashi has scored. The 17-year-old has stepped up to the plate tonight. He's made it 1-0 to Hiroshima. That is his first goal in the Champions League. And what a night for the 17-year-old. He's going to be a superstar, Hayashi. What development he's going to go through over the next 4 or 5 years and turn into an absolute brilliant player. Him and Takada. And 4-1 now, I think that's probably mission complete. And we have done what we set out to achieve and reach the quarter-final of the Champions League. I'm going to go and make some more changes. And so I have made my changes, and I've also upset Endo because I've taken Endo off. Forgot that he's already been substituted on. I'm not having a great day today in Football Manager, and so Endo is going to be very, very upset. And I'm not quite sure what I'm going to tell him after the game. And maybe we'll have to sell another player after this game. And we do have another chance. We've hit the post as Kaneko drives it against the post. I don't like this game anymore. It's so easy to upset players. And I'm going to have a number of upset players. Toshima is tired, but I can't do anything about it at the moment. And we are into the last few minutes. It's going to be a victory here in the Champions League. We have got to the quarterfinals. We've beaten Shiozaka by 1-0, 4-1 on aggregate. That is enough. And I'm happy how this job went. We've done a good job, and we are through to the next round. And I have to go now and try and figure out how to keep Endo happy if he has complained. We'll just have a look through this to see if he's complained. No, he hasn't actually complained, which is very nice. And looking at the schedule, it's been a fabulous start to the season. And we have just kept winning. And so we will go and play through the transfer window now and probably come back around the 11th of March when we'll be playing in the second leg of the Champions League quarter-final. Can we do it again? Who knows? It's going to be tough, but why not? Why can't we do it? If you are brand new to the channel and you like FM content, you love to see people suffer playing this game, I can tell you you're definitely in the right place. So why not subscribe, like, watch, comment, do all that good stuff. Help the channel to grow. Help us to support a very worthwhile cause, the British Heart Foundation. All that remains to be said now from a very content manager here at Hiroshima, where things are going exceptionally well, is stay safe, take care, and we will see you in the next episode.